prices are quite a lot cheaper. It's why people go to shows. They don't go to buy top of the range things because at full price, because they can get them cheaper online.
Yeah, Thailand also same as England. Yeah, the promotion, the online promotion is better than the offline. Yeah.
Yeah, it's normal. It's normal because you've no overhead costs, have you?
Yes.
Okay. So we did some reading last week and last lesson, some talking. How did that feel for you?
It's normal. It's okay. I think I can read better. Yeah. Then. Yeah. My reading skill improve every time. Yeah.
Good. So what do you want to learn today? What would you like to do?
Today, I'm not thinking about it. Could I read some article?
Yeah, what would you like to read? Would you like me to find you something?
Yes, please.
What would you like to read? UK hit by an earthquake? Yeah, right.
Yes, I interesting in a news. Maybe from how to say yesterday, 2 days ago. Yes, I heard that one of your England government officers late 1 minute and he resigned from the Congress.
Good.
Yeah.
They're all rubbish anyway.
Yeah.
They're all rubbish. All our government. And let's be honest, is your government any better than ours? I think not.
No. We have a very bad government. Yeah.
They're all bad.
Yeah, okay.
It's just how well they hide it. Yes?
Yeah. Very bad.
Okay. Right, let's see what we've got. Let me find something. Let's go there.
Yeah.
That's interesting. I quite like that. Let's have a look at this. This is interesting. Well, I think you might even find this interesting. I'll apologise if you don't. You don't have to read it.
Okay.
Well, I think
no problem.
There you go.
Wow, Skybird very good today.
I won't go that far. I've had trouble with my headphones all day.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but they were working perfectly this morning, and then don't know. Don't ask me. Not a clue.
Okay.
Now I have to go to my little cheap ones.
Okay, I got a news about Angela Merkel says Germany deplores Brexit. Okay. German Chancellor Angela Merkel and British Prime Minister Theresa May held talks in Germany today.
You see that old bat on the left with a miserable looking face?
Yeah. A lady.
That's my prime minister.
Oh, why she look?
She looks like somebody. She looks like she lost 5 pounds.
Oh.
Still, that's how she normally looks.
Yeah. You have lady prime minister. Interesting.
I have no problem with it being a lady, just her.
Okay.
Go on, you start and read.
In my mind, English Prime Minister still Tony Blair
Yeah,
in my
probably
mind.
that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the time goes so long. Interesting. I remember I have seen that she's have a lot of bodyguard after the London attack. Yeah.
yes, she did. She did have.
Okay. I will start reading.
You ready?
Yeah. German Chancellor Angela Merkel said she deplores brief Brexit and insisted there could still be a close relationship between Britain and the EU. Mrs. Merkel also insisted she was not frustrated by the lack of detail in the UK position on the future relationship but wanted to know more about Theresa May's plan. The Prime Minister, speaking alongside the German leader following talks in Berlin, said she wanted a bold and ambitious partnership.
Ambitious.
Ambitious.
Well done.
Ambitious partnership, and added the EU stands to benefit from Brexit. Mrs. Merkel said, "We basically have not changed our stance on Britain leaving the European Union. We deplore it, but we want to adopt a constructive position because we want to have as close as possible partnership with Britain even after leaving the European Union, both economically and politically." Oh, she smiled.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
Yeah. Mrs. Merkel said she deplores Brexit. "We as 27 will be very carefully weighing that process to see to it that it is as close as possible, but that it is different to what Britain currently has as a member, which is what they want and what the British people want. But this does not mean that it needs to be cherry picking."
Well done.
On Wednesday, a spokesman for Mrs. Merkel said the British needed to come forward with concrete proposals, adding that time is running out. It followed reports she had mocked Mrs. May's negotiating approach at last month's World Economic Forum at Davos, complaining every time she asked her what she wanted. The Prime Minister replied, "Make me an offer." But standing next to Mrs. May, the German leader said, "I'm not frustrated at all. I'm just curious how Britain envisages this future partnership." Mrs. May, who will speak in Munich on Saturday about her plans for a close security relationship with the EU after Brexit, said the government would set out more about its plans for the economic partnership in the coming weeks. Mrs. Merkel said she wants to know more about Theresa May's plan. The next round of Brexit talks in Brussels would begin on Monday with the immediate goal of agreeing the transition period for when the UK leaves the blocs in March 2019. We have referred in our discussion to the UK's vision for a bold and ambitious economic partnership once the UK leaves the European Union, she said. I want to ensure that UK companies have the maximum freedom to trade and to operate in German markets and for German businesses to do the same in the UK. It isn't just a one-way street. I think that was important. I want a future economic partnership that is good for the EU, is good for Germany, is good for the other remaining members of the EU, and is good for the UK. Mrs. May also insisted there would be no return to a hard border in Northern Ireland and said there were various ways the issue could be addressed. Okay. I'm interested in some phrases.
Okay, let's have a look at the phrases.
For example, something about frustrated. I'm not frustrated. The German.
She was not frustrated by the lack of detail.
Yeah, yes, this one.
So, what do you want to know? What it means in real terms?
Yes, the meaning of frustrated. I know that when I go to toilet, I have to frustrated.
Right. Okay, that's probably more information than I need. Okay, but let's have a look at it. Okay, frustrated. It means what she's actually trying to say is, in real terms, Tira, is that she, because we are not telling them exactly what we hope to get, they're getting frustrated by the fact we're not telling them anything, if you know what I mean. And that's called frustration. And just let me translate it to you in Thai. Come on. Okay. Now, when I translate frustrated for you.
Oh.
Frustrated. If I take that into Thai for you.
It may look like got too much information.
It means she's frustrated by the lack of information. There's not enough information for her. There you go.
Lack of information. Yes, this one is ผิดหวัง. It is how to say it? Yeah, maybe frustrated.
Yeah, frustrated. Okay, which are the other things were you interested in?
Very interesting. And another one is the how to say it? The word that used for German lady, who is she? Something like that. Yes, Chancellor. German Chancellor.
German Chancellor.
Yeah.
So the German Chancellor it's an interesting conundrum because there's very few now, if you like, There's very few chancellors left in the world that lead their country, which is quite interesting because we're mostly prime ministers or presidents these days. There's the German chancellor for you.
Yeah, it's out in Thailand. This word Nayok German. Yeah, it's wow. It's the unique word for German government, German prime minister.
Yeah, yeah.
Wow, chancellor.
So she's similar to a prime minister. It's just they use the word chancellor in Germany.
Oh, okay, interesting. Yes, because I searched chancellor in Google and her face come first, and it means German prime minister. Very interesting.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, yeah. She will always appear first. She's one of the most famous chancellors in the world at the moment. Oh, and has been for many years because she's been there about 15 years now.
Oh, wow, interesting. Is it the trend in EU that people select the lady to be their leader?
I wouldn't say it was now. I would say it's about. There's a lots of issues in Europe at the moment. In Germany, she's been the chancellor for about 15 years, and she's won every election. And she probably is one of their best politicians in real terms. For us, Theresa May got in by default. Do you understand that, by default? Do you know what that word means?
By default, it's been. I'm not sure about it.
So that's the word default in Thai, and this is what annoys many English people.
Oh yes, default.
So what happened was, we had David Cameron as the leader of the government, and he resigned. And she was made prime minister because she was the next in line to be in charge. Okay. And then about 7 months later, we had a vote, and she lost.
Okay, she lost.
Which nobody won.
To be your prime minister. Oh,
yeah,
no, nobody
won.
Okay.
So what she did was she went to another political party and said, if we work together, we can make a government. What we call a hung government, or a two-party government. And that's what she did. And to be fair to the English people, most of them don't like her. And they don't think she's a good prime minister.
Oh, that sounds bad. Thailand also have a lady prime minister, maybe on 2012. Yeah, she is our last prime minister because after her role, the Soria. Yeah. And
so you're now having a prime minister after the next is finished.
Yes, we have the Soria make revolution. Yeah.
Somebody asked them, you have to change sometimes. England needs to change. Their political system in England is not perfect. It needs to change. In a political system, right, where you can get the most votes and not win the election is wrong. And that's what happens in England. So is there anything else we can help you with?
Yes, there's some phrases. I add maybe how to say, under the shake hand photo. Yeah, the second paragraph. On Wednesday, a spokesman for Mrs. Merkel. Interesting in spokesman. Why use spokesman? Why not spokesman? I'm not sure. with S and man. Is it noun? Noun.
It's
Yeah.
it's an interesting conundrum. Let me explain something to you. Generally, if you don't know it's a man or a woman,
Okay.
tradition in English usually says we use man.
Oh. When such as fireman.
Which generally I find annoying because I think it's not correct. And it's a spokesperson.
Oh,
Is the best
spokesperson.
word. So
Yeah.
that's the word, but it does annoy me because generally it's very old. In the English, in old England, men came before women, as in many societies, even today in many countries.
That's sure.
And I don't believe that that's true.
Okay.
So I think it should be spokesperson, not spokesman.
Oh.
But that's my personal opinion, for what it's worth.
Oh, got it. It's ready. Thank you. And this is my personal question. In the big meeting, as the news, what language they use? English, or they use translator?
I think they would probably use translators
Oh.
in real terms.
Oh.
Mrs. Merkel does speak reasonably good English, but whether they actually use that for the meeting, I don't know. And I think potentially they both use their own language
Oh.
and translate.
Wow.
And my friend, I've got a friend I used to work with in London. He trained to be a translator, and
Okay.
he's very, very good. And he works as a translator for the Italian government.
Wow.
And he goes all over the world translating for them.
Translate English to Italian.
He speaks about 4 languages. I think he speaks Italian, English, French,
Yeah. Very
and
talent.
German, I think.
Yeah, very talent. Oh, interesting.
Okay, is there anything else there we need to look at?
I got all. Yeah, very clear. Yeah, thank you.
No problem.
Uh,
No problem.
uh,
So
yeah.
that was good. You read that really well, and that was interesting. So what should we learn? What are we going to teach you? What should we look at today? I think we need to think about some English for you today. Let me think.
Okay.
Oh, not that.
Does English have an earthquake today?
Yes, apparently we did.
Is it normal or it's rare?
Yeah, it is normal.
Oh.
We do have them. People don't think we have volcanic islands and disturbances. We do.
Oh.
It just tends not to be as powerful as most of like the really big, like yourselves. You have quite, Japan, China,
Yeah.
the Philippines. They tend to have a lot more strong earthquakes. Ours tend to be quite low. 4.4 is quite high for us actually.
Oh.
That is actually quite a high level of strength for an earthquake. It's not normal for us to have that one so high.
Okay.
So that's quite interesting. I only saw it today, so it was interesting when I saw it. So it's like, what? We've had an earthquake? So yeah.
Okay.
Yes, that's what we did today. So that was it was quite interesting for me to see it today. It was something I was like, hang on, we had an earthquake? How did that happen? Normally, I've been in England when we've had an earthquake and I've never even noticed. They're usually so weak that you don't notice them. Do you know what I mean? It's like, oh, we had an earthquake today, and somebody goes, did we? I'll go, did we? I didn't feel it. And you don't. It's very rare you feel an earthquake in England because they're very, very, very mild. not very strong at all. I'm going to send you this. It's quite interesting. You might like this. This is called suffixes.
Yes, I have already. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, you're on your super duper fast MacBook now, aren't you?
Yeah, I mean the iMac 27-inch screen, very big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry about the way I look. I must look terrible on it. I do apologise.
Oh,
All right.
no problem.
I'm no Mel Gibson and never will be. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. So these are words that end and begin with a vowel.
Okay.
Est, ing, ed, able. They're usually sounded as syllables.
Syllable.
Okay.
Okay.
So if you look at the spelling rule, it applies to the words that have one syllable. When a short vowel is followed by one consonant at the end of the root word, double the last consonant, i.e. added or adding.
Oh. I added.
So let's go to the example, because that's easier. Right? It says
Okay.
example. The letter U is a short vowel in the word run.
Yeah. Run.
Right?
Yeah.
It is followed by one consonant, N.
Okay.
Therefore, we want to write it or speak it in any form. We have to add another N. And it becomes running.
Oh. Running.
So there's two N's. And even when you say it, run, running, you sort of half say the second N.
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
If the word is followed by two consonants, i.e. the word jump,
Jump.
yeah,
Yes.
the last consonant is never doubled. So it would just be jumping with one P.
Okay. Jumping.
And that's how it's said, jumping. And this is how people sometimes get confused by pronouncing these words. So let's look at some of these words. Let's look at that one. The first one. In the box with the colours.
Yeah.
Beg and
Beg.
beg. Because there's only one consonant,
Yeah.
we put two G's.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
The only one that's different in that is because we've got an X. And in an X, we only can't put two X's, so we only ever put one, so boxed.
Box.
But all the other ones have two.
Okay.
Can you see how that works?
Clip.
Clipped.
Yeah. Clip.
So when we say clipped, this is how we say it, Tira. And this is what I'm trying to explain to you about how it works. Clipped. Clipped. Yeah.
Clipped.
Well done. And that's good. And this is what I'm saying to you about sometimes when we speak, we get thrown by the fact that we don't quite understand what we're kind of doing in some respects.
Okay.
English people do it all the time. Okay?
Okay.
Now look at the next box.
Next box. Okay.
So, drop and
Drop and drop.
dropped.
Oh. Dropped.
Well done. Facts though, because it's an X, and fixed are different because we can't use two X's. There's
Okay.
never a word we put two X's together. Yes?
Yes.
Then look at flap.
Flap. flap. Yeah.
Flapped.
Yeah. Flapped.
So it's slightly longer to flapped.
Flapped.
Well done. That's really good. Do you want to go with some of the others?
Sorry.
Do you want to try the others?
Tag the word T-A-G. How to pronounce?
Tag.
Yeah. Tag.
Tag.
Tag. Oh, G-E-D sound. Tag.
Tag and tagged.
Oh, tagged.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now, what do you think about them? Do they make sense to you?
I never noticed the sound. Sound. Yes.
Yeah. That's the difference, and I'm trying to help you pronounce. That's the difference. So if I said tag, there's only one G.
Yeah.
But if I say tagged, there's two G's.
Oh.
You make it a little bit longer. And if I said tagging, again it's longer because it's got two G's.
Okay.
Because tagging is spelt like that.
Yeah, tagging. Tag.
Okay. Tag, tagged.
Tagging.
Now, let's look at some other words.
Okay.
Words ending in an X are not doubled. You can't put two X's. So you would never write it like that. You would always write it. You would never write a word like that, Taylor. You would always write it like that.
Sure. Yeah.
Only ever one X.
Yes, only one X.
Right. Now, if we end up with two consonants, as in the word jump, the doubled. So look at back. The consonant, the vowel is the A, and then you have a C and a K, which are consonants after them.
Okay.
So we would never put in another K. So we would say backed.
Backed. Okay.
Well done. We would never say backaked because that's putting two K's in.
Oh.
And this is how it works. Backed. Banged.
Bang.
Banged. Well done.
Bang.
Ended.
Ended.
Handed.
Handed.
Helped.
Helped.
Itched.
This one is hard.
Itched.
Itched.
Yeah, and the word is itch.
Wow.
To itch. I've got an itch.
Oh.
Yeah.
Just know it. Thank you. Itch.
Jump. Jumped.
Jumped.
Kick. Kicked.
Kick.
And rest. Rested.
Rest. Rested.
And you can't do anything with sing. You can't sing yet. That's not a word.
Oh.
So you just sing, but you wish you wished.
Sing. Wish.
No, you wish wished. So if you look at the first set where we've got tag, as you look, so because you didn't, that was one that interested you. Tag, tagged. Now we don't need to do that with any of those second in the box because we don't need the. We have two letters after the syllable, so we don't need to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now, so if it's a short one consonant after one vowel, you put another you double, you put two in.
Okay.
And if it's two letters after the vowel, you don't need to.
Okay.
Okay. So let's look at these. His dog begged for my snack. Is that right?
His dog begged for my snack. It's right. Yeah, true.
Very right.
Yeah.
Did the glass crack when you dropped it?
Did the grass crack when dropped? I think it's false.
No, it's right.
Okay. Drop.
Because there's only one P after the O.
For her.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah, I see it.
What about the next one? The rabbit hopped into the hole.
Is it true?
Very good.
Yeah.
Very, very good. What about I like to go shopping with my mum?
I hug it.
I hugged my mum and dad when they left the park. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I hug my mom. This one is hug. It's true.
Yeah, you're right.
Okay. Next one, shopping. I like to go shopping with my mom. True. Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah. We stopped and pet the dogs. Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
That's
Yes.
right.
Yes. Right.
True.
Okay. I was running very fast when I got tagged. True.
Tagged.
Tagged.
Well done.
Tagged. Who tagged him? I was running very fast when I got tagged.
Tagged.
Yeah.
Tagged.
Okay. Tagged.
Well done.
Tagged. I helped my dad do a trick. Yeah. True. We
Well done.
kicked. This one have only
We
one
kicked.
K. Yeah. Kicked.
We kicked.
We kicked a tin can and then rested. Okay. Rested on the grass. The man milked. Why? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm confused. Why have milked a big
No,
black yak?
I don't understand why he milked a big black yak, but hey, each to his own, my friend.
Okay.
Alright?
What is the meaning of milked?
Milked. Oh, right. Okay, yeah, I can find you that. It's going to make it even more strange when you read it. There you go.
Yeah. Just know that drinking milk.
No, I wish that was true.
Milk. Milked.
I wish that was true. Yeah, let's see if this makes sense to you.
Oh.
So he got the milk from the cow.
Yeah, oh shit, I got it. Milk.
From the big black yak, he got the milk.
Oh.
Don't ask me.
Okay.
Okay.
My back is itched.
Itched.
So much. Huh? Itched so much I had to scratch it.
Well done.
Yeah. I asked my mom. Yeah. Asked. Okay. Asked to come and help me. Interesting. Okay.
Okay. How do you find that?
I think I confuse. Sometimes it ends with the sound at. Sometimes it ends with
Yeah. So it's always ed. Virtually always not ed and through. I kicked. Rested. Tagged. Milked. Hopped. dropped. Yeah?
Yes.
If we go down a little bit more now, you'll come to a big long list of words.
Yeah, I saw black and green word.
Now these are words that end with ly. And really, in many times, we actually just say the word and then the ly on the end.
Yeah.
So we would say badly.
Badly.
Well done. Barely.
Barely.
Bluntly.
Bluntly.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Also exactly.
So it's just all you do is add the ly on the end, and it's like a little e, like a little off e. Yeah, like a little e sound. That's how they're done.
Oh.
So you see an ly on the end, it's usually the word ends in a ly, an e.
Ly.
So if I went down, you can have a go at a couple of them. You have a go. So what you think? Which ones you don't know? Is there any there you don't know?
Okay. But the word really.
Really?
Yeah.
So to be really is simple.
Yeah, really.
In many ways. So well, it would be if I didn't put my. Hang on.
It looked like a question.
Really?
Yeah. Really? Really?
Yeah. Now, really, it's not really a question. That's quite an interesting thought process. I'm quite interested that you think that, but that's good. It can be a question. It can be a question.
Oh, really? It looks like honestly, really.
Really? Honestly?
Honestly?
So it could be a question. Oh, really? That's what happened. Or, really? Is that what happened? So it could be a question. You could be right.
Oh, okay. Thank you. And another one is justly.
Now, justly is another interesting word.
Oh.
Because it does have more than potentially one meaning, but in real terms they all relate very closely to each other.
Oh, okay. Justly. Okay, got it. And is hotly mean very hot. Hotly.
Yeah, something is hotly contested. So some people are prepared to. If you went to an auction, you know what an auction is?
No, auction.
Right, where people bid against each other for money. The highest price wins. I bid $5. I bid $5. I bid $2.
Oh,
yeah?
That's it. Auction.
Auction.
AUC. Auction. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now in England, you might say the auction has been hotly contested, which means lots of people have been bidding and the price has gone high.
Oh.
So lots of people are interested. It's quite hot. It's quite intense.
Auction.
Yeah?
Yes.
So I'll translate it for you, but that's what it basically means, hotly.
Yeah, hotly.
Hotly.
Hotly and warmly. Is it same? Warmly. Hotly.
Yeah, yes. Although you would perhaps say it was warmly contested and hotly contested. So one was reasonably interested people and one very much interested people. Yeah?
Yes. How about the word oddly? O-D-L-Y.
Oddly.
Yeah, oddly.
Now, oddly is an interesting word because to be odd is to be an odd number. But to be oddly means something completely different.
Oddly.
Yeah, and oddly has a different meaning. So to be odd, evens and odds. So evens is 2 is even, 3 is odd. But actually when you use the word oddly, it has a different meaning.
It means something amazing or surprise oddly.
Yeah, it's not normal. It's something you wouldn't expect.
Wow,
Yeah?
wow. How to use it? My friend is an oddly guy.
No, you wouldn't. You might be. That might be true. You might say your friend is an odd guy, which means he's not always normal. Oddly. Let me think of a way of using oddly. Oddly enough.
Oddly enough. Oh.
Oddly enough, which means unusually. Oddly, he was quite intelligent.
Oh.
So he didn't look intelligent, but when you actually spoke to him in an odd way, he was.
Okay.
In a strange way, he was very intelligent.
Okay. Wow, interesting. Okay. I'm done for it. Yeah. Thank you for your.
Well done. So that's that. So they're words they're things of how we say words. Oddly, grabbed, tagged, and ing. Yeah?
Yes.
That was very good. So, I liked that. I thought that was good. What? Okay, now I'm going to show you something else. You know, I'm trying to find you new things to do today, you see.
Wow.
Hold on. Somewhere here. Don't. We'll go in here. Here you go.
Okay, thank you for your file. Already opened it.
Okay, so this is about words that have silent letters.
Oh, silent letters.
Now, strangely or oddly, as we would say, oddly,
yeah.
Oddly, many words in English have silent letters.
Okay.
Okay?
Yes.
Now, sometimes it can be very confusing to understand them.
Sure.
Because we don't actually know which letter we don't say.
Yes.
Have a look at these and see what you think.
Okay. In the A letter, a word logically.
Artistically.
Oh, no AL sound. No A sound, yeah.
No, artistically. There's no A sound after the C.
Yeah. Artistically. Yeah.
Clee. Yeah.
Artistically. And logically.
Yeah.
Yeah, and musically.
Yeah.
Romantically. Stoically.
Stoically. Well done. Well pronounced, you. Okay. Liking your work.
Yeah.
So, okay.
Yes. Interesting.
You did really well there.
Okay.
So what's the next ones?
Going to be. B is clam, dead, plumber, Tomb Raider, Tom. I'm not sure. Yeah.
Tomb.
Tomb. Okay.
Well done.
Tomb. COMB. Tomb. Okay. Subtle.
Yeah, there's no being subtle. Well done, you.
And and dumb,
Dumb. Perfect.
dumb, bomb,
Well done.
doubt,
Get in.
and numb, and thumb, and warm,
That's the last one is a difficult one. Womb.
womb.
Okay. That, my friend, was well done.
Okay.
That was really good, and it shows you how far. That shows me how far your English has come.
Okay.
All right, that's really good. That shows me how far your English has come. Have a look at the next ones.
Okay. Next
You
one.
done on your there?
Let us see. Acquire. Acquit.
Acquire.
Acquire. Yeah. Acquit. Sar.
Czar. Well done, you.
Sar. Muscle. Scissors.
Get in.
Yeah. And CS. Yak. Yacht.
Yacht. Yacht.
Yacht.
Get in. Nicely done.
Yacht. And next at D. Handkerchief.
Yes. Well, yeah, nice one.
Wednesday.
Wednesday. Get very good.
Wednesday. Next E. Plaque.
Plaque. Well done.
Vegetable.
Vegetable. Yeah.
Bleach.
Get in.
Clothes.
No, clothes.
Clothes. Okay.
Well done. There's no E in it. Don't say the E, so it's clothes.
Okay. Clothes. Clothes.
Well done.
Camera.
Yes.
Temperature.
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 Well done.
Temperature.
No, not temperature.
Temperature.
Yeah, we don't say that E.
Okay.
We don't say the E after the F in the next one.
Okay. Temperature. Okay. Difference.
Get in. Lovely work.
Okay. And next is F. F. Halfpenny.
Halfpenny. Yeah.
Halfpenny. Halfpenny. Okay.
Well done.
G. Align.
Get in.
Alight.
Yeah.
Champagne.
Yes.
Diaphragm.
Yes.
Natch.
Nash. Yeah. Well
Nash.
done.
Gnaw.
Very good.
High.
Yeah.
Light.
Yeah.
Rain.
Rain.
Rain. Yeah. Rain. And thought.
Foe.
So. Okay. Sign.
Yes.
Nut.
Yeah.
New. Yeah.
Yes.
Foreign.
That's really good, too. That's really good.
Thank you. Thought. So. Okay. And I have a question.
Please.
Yeah. The word rain. Rain. How to notice the difference from the word raining.
It's very difficult. So the word rain and the word rain.
Yeah.
So rain is slightly longer than rain. So we would say rain like this. That one we would say rain.
Okay. Rain.
Alright. This one we say rain. More emphasis and slightly longer.
Okay.
Yeah?
Got it. Rain.
Well done. Well done. Got it.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, I think I should stop at the
Go on, do GHs. Go on, go for it.
Okay, GH. Right. Drought. It. With.
Yeah. Right.
Etc.
Yeah, and all the words that go like that are the same. Right, drought, ate, wait, freight, state.
Oh.
They all sound the same. They all work the same way.
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
That's really good.
Great.
You've done really well with them.
Okay.
What I was trying to show you was today, we'll switch that off. What I was trying to do with you today was show you that in actual fact, there are some pronunciations what you get wrong sometimes that you can work on with the suffixes. That's a good document to read for you because it's a perfect example of where you generally make similar mistakes every week.
Okay.
But I have to say to you, the silent letters was a credit to your English. And you need credit for that because you did really well. Now, 10 or so lessons ago, you wouldn't have managed that document. But that shows you how far you actually have come, that probably out of 20 or 30 words, there's only about one or two you actually struggled with. And then you went, look, I don't know these for whatever reason, can you help me? That shows growth in your English. Now, what we're going to do in the next lesson is I'm going to give you a big, long list of words.
Okay.
And I'm going to go to you. Tell me which words you don't know. Okay?
Okay.
And I mean, it's 51 pages of words. That's all it is. Okay?
Okay.
Now, it's interesting because you're looking at me going, 51 pages of words, that sounds like a lot of words I don't know well, right? I've give this to nearly all of my students this week and they've all gone, God, I know all these. And what I'm trying to show you is there might be odd words in those 51 pages you don't know, but in actual fact, you know a lot of English. And it's that reassurance that you're not as bad as you think you are.
Okay.
Okay?
Interesting.
You have a brilliant evening, and I will speak to you soon.
You too.
Okay? I'll see you soon.
Goodbye.
Bye, Tere.
See you.